Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Joe, and welcome back to the channel. Apologies for the delay between our last video and this one. I've been out on a couple of business trips. Happy to be home, and very excited to get back with you guys and continue our theme of card openings. So for today, we have a really exciting one. We're going to be opening up some of the new Pokemon Center ETBs for Scarlet and Violet. We're going to be opening 4 of them total, and I'm excited to share that with you. So without further ado, let's transition over. So first things first, let me throw on some background music here. So I do have 2 Scarlet and 2 Violet, which we'll be opening. I'm just going to have some background music on just to keep us some company, so you all can hear that. And as always, let me know down in the comments what you want to see us open next. We're going to be continuing our theme here of card openings. I have a couple more videos specific to card openings that I'm going to be posting in the next couple of weeks as well. And then I definitely want to get into the games. So my plan right now, I am working on a project within Radical Red. I'm thinking of taking a break from that, and we'll get started with some Emerald Rogue, which seems to be all the big thing for all of the other PokeTubers. But for today, like I said, let's start with our ETBs. So I did order 4 of these, 2 of each, from the Pokemon Center. They just arrived this weekend, so I am super excited to get into them. You all probably remember that we did do a very small 30-pack Scarlet opening of the Japanese variety earlier in the year. So this obviously is our first attempt at English, and I'm hoping that the pull rates are a little bit better. So starting off here, obviously we have our player guide. Now I'm actually really excited for the new format of cards. I think it's really cool what they're doing with the silver borders and whatnot. So first, I love the new tokens. These are actually really cool. I have obviously a whole bunch of the old tokens. These definitely make a little bit more unique of a statement as well. And then of course we have our dice. I'm actually in one of my Charizard UPC boxes. I'm making one of the draws full of dice. I'm going to stack them all up. Next, if we move over here, I'm going to hold on those. Those are the promos, which I'm actually really excited for. I love some of the new artwork styles that they're doing. Our energy cards, of course, we're going to set those off to the side too. I will be going through those just to make sure that there aren't any hollows. I don't think that there are. We obviously have our code card, which I'll set off to the side. Very cool dividers. I really like the theme, obviously keeping the gold and the purple, and I'm sure that it will be gold and purple, or gold and red rather, for the Scarlet. And let's take a peek at the sleeves. Now, I've intentionally not been watching other content creators opening these, since I don't want any spoilers. I haven't been on Whatnot either, so I haven't really seen anything to do with these new with the new packs here. So excited to kind of see what they bring. I'm really hoping that they get rid of, from the Sword and Shield era, they all had the kind of, no, they didn't, the almost foggy in the sleeves. Very cool sleeves, but I don't like that they're super foggy. It definitely deters me from wanting to use them, but that might be an unpopular opinion. They're still very cool, so we will definitely save those. And then, of course, over on the side here, we should have our 11 packs. So let me just grab all of those out. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 more. Okay. So yeah, so like I said, one of the really exciting things about this set is some of the changes that they've made to the cards. One is gone are, of course, the yellow borders that we're all used to. I haven't really, like I said, played around much with the English version of these. This is my first real English Scarlet and Violet opening, so I don't really have an opinion yet. Obviously that might change today after we do this opening, but I definitely am a fan of the Japanese cards and their silver borders, so I'm very excited to see what that looks like. But now let's take a quick peek-see at these promo cards, and very, very cool promo cards here. Miraidon, this one with the Pokemon Center logo, and this one without. So let me see, and since I do have 2 of these, I am going to open one. The other will keep sealed. And for those of you wondering, I'm not really into sealed collections. It's not really my thing. I think that it's kind of, obviously older sets right now being where we are, they're very much more expensive. to try to collect, and you end up, in my opinion at least, paying, you know, equal to what it's worth, if not more. So it's not really worth it to me for the sealed collections to kind of go after that. Certainly if an opportunity arises where I can get my hands on some, you know, sealed boxes for a relatively good price, I might be interested in pursuing that. But for the most part, you know, my plan is that I'm really not going to keep many things sealed or anything like that. So let me put up our hits board here. And then we'll jump right into our first set of openings. And again, very, very cool cards. Let me actually double sleeve these. Well, actually, I'm going to hold off to see if I want to put them in the binder like this, or if I actually want to top loader them. Okay. So let's start off with our first pack here. Definitely don't continue the trend in the Japanese versions where they give you the nice little pull tabs. So that's kind of a bit of a drag to start, but let's see how these open. Now, I've definitely been reading some interesting content about the code cards. Some people saying that the code cards are wrong, that, you know, depending on what type of sealed you open, determines the type of code card you get. So we're going to see, obviously, as you can see, my first pack has a black code card, so we'll see what happens with this. And no card trick anymore, which is actually really cool. So let's get started here. So we have a Revavroom, we have a Magikarp, a Tarantula, Magnemite, Beach Court, Sandaconda, Katie. Now into our first reverse holo slot, Energy Retrieval. Our second reverse holo is a Drowsy. And our holo is, ooh, look at that, our full art Iron Treads EX. Very cool. Now, I'm not really sure if I like the new holo patterns. Again, leave your comments on what you think about them. I think, you know, personally, this one seems a little bit busy. There's no texture to it. It seems kind of like matte when you play it. You know, maybe in different light when you're playing it, you might see it. It definitely improves the readability of the card, I think, but definitely doesn't do much for the pizzazz factor. So, like I said, not quite sure how I feel about that as yet, but we will see as we continue to kind of go through these, what it looks like and how we feel from there. So let's throw those into sleeves there. Let me actually grab a different set of sleeves for the rest of these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use some of the sleeves that they provided us for my reverse holos, just because I don't really want to spend sleeves elsewhere, or other sleeves on that. I will say I love what they've done with the reverse holo pattern, going back to something that's unique. I really felt like the Sword and Shield era cards, even though it was really my first exposure getting back into it, having seen some of the older sets, I really think it was almost like a cop-out a little bit in terms of how they, you know, how they did that and removing some of the texturized components, and it did not make me enthusiastic about reverse holos. But the new style of reverse holos is definitely a little bit more exciting, and I am very excited about that. So it looks a little bit better. So again, let's see here. We have our black code card once more, and let's go. Okay, we have a Pawmi. We have a Smoliv, Wiglet, Graveyard, Youngster, a Blissey, Jacques. Our first reverse is Croagunk. Our second reverse is Drifloon. And our holo is Halucha, which those of you that have watched some of the original videos on the channel will remember that was actually one of the hits that just kept coming when we were doing the original Scarlet openings. So definitely don't need too many more of him. Hopefully, like I said, my luck with these is a little bit better, being that these are sealed products instead of, you know, purchasing them from a third party that's opening sealed product and then shipping that out. So let's see here. Apologies for the knocking. I gotta get a new setup for my overhead camera here as we move forward, just to make this a little bit easier on me. But let's see. One of the other things that I'd be interested in knowing, for those of you that play the TCG, is there interest if I were to create, I obviously have a lot of bulk from all the cards that I open, you know, is there interest in, say, you know, deck building packs where it's, you know, small 10 card packs or 11 card packs with some duplicates, bulk style stuff with guaranteed holo, and maybe a reverse. Would there be interested in that? Let me know in the comments as well. Okay, I think that there's something here. I saw the holo border. Okay, so we have Magikarp, Magnemite, Tarantula, Pokemon Catcher, Lucario, Rock Chestplate, Satitan. A very cool design for a new Pokemon. I really like that one. We have Katie as one of our reverse holos, Dedenne, and Indeedee. Okay, and then our Steel Energy. So let's keep it going here. We're gonna sleeve up that right there. We're gonna sleeve these guys up as well, and we're gonna be opening about 44 packs today. So I expect that this video might be a little bit longer than our normal video, though I will try to edit it down so you guys don't have to see all of the boring stuff as we go through all of these packs. In terms of what's coming next, so like I said, I have a couple of projects in mind. I'm still working on the long form video for my Radical Red Steel Only run. That hopefully I'll get back to here shortly. Bisharp, Gogoat, Scatterbug, Shuppet, Tatsugiri, Nestball, Pachirisu. We have a Switch, Wugtrio, and a Gyarados EX. Now this one is actually cool because you can kind of see some of the texture. If I hold this up closer, you might be able to. You can see some more of the texture in that card. I really like this holo pattern, and the cracked border is really, really cool on that. So I actually really like this EX card. I think, I can't remember if this is a, I'll have to look at what the icons mean, but I think this is like the ultra rare, the Terra. So we will see. Okay, so I'm actually going to hold off on sleeving my reverse holos here for a short period just so that we can get through some more packs first, and then we'll pick that up after. After this video, I also have a plan. I bought some other really cool collector sets that I'm going to break. As I guess getting back to it, as I was saying earlier, I'm not a huge fan of the sealed collection stuff. Pokemon Catcher, Clauncher, Dullave, Quaxley, Staraptor, Electric Generator, Floatzel. We have a Metatite in our first slot. We have a Magnemite in our second, and a King Gambit. Again, another card that I got just an absolute ton of from that Japanese opening. So anyways, I apologize, I keep interrupting myself. So, like I said, after this I have a couple of other collector's sets that I'm going to break. You know, as I was saying, not really a fan of the sealed collections. I just don't think it's worth it at this point for me. So you'll see that in most cases I'm going to open basically anything that I get, which I'll post on the channel. Okay, Gogoat, Scatterbug, Shuppet, Sprigatito, Staraptor, Electric Generator, Wugtrio again, Lucario, Sprigatito, whoops, let me put that in the right pile, Sprigatito, and our full art Toxicroak EX. Again, really nice texture here. I really do like some of the new style of cards. I think that they look good. Some of them, obviously. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I get one of the secret illustration rares. I think those things are really cool. The full art illustration rares. You know, some of the patterns that they used and the themes that they used, I thought was really cool. So I am hopeful, keeping hope alive. Okay, and that. Let's see. We have Clauncher, Dullave, Quaxley, Pawniard, Team Star Grunt, Zangoose, Youngster, Crocolore, a nice starter here. Meowscarada, both the reverse and the holo for this pack, which is pretty cool. So excited about that. Let's see. Let's throw this guy over here. Okay, we are down. We have 4 packs left. So far I've had a couple of good ultra rare hits or you know, rare hits, full art hits, if you will. I have the EX Gyarados as well. But no illustration rares thus far. So hopefully in the next 3 packs or 4 packs we get that. So Pawniard, Crushing Hammer, Starly, Flittle, Team Star Grunt, Lucario, Rock Chestplate. We have a Lechonk. We have an Energy Search, and there it is, the Arcanine EX. This is one of the other Terra-type cards. I believe that this and the Gyarados, the full art versions, are some of the 2 kind of secret rare chase cards, if you will. So happy to get that. But again, still no illustration rares as yet. So let's see what we can do there. If we can turn our luck around, so to speak. Okay. Sprigatito, Houndour, Drifloon, Citadel. Sorry, I'm losing my cards here. Let me just really quickly fix this before we continue so that I don't have to worry about it falling into the other pile and making me all confused. There we go. Picnic Basket, Bombardier, Hypno. We have a Mankey, a Riolu, and a Koraidon. That's awesome. Okay, so let's throw the Koraidon into one of the Miraidon sleeves, which is always fun. Okay, let's open the Legendary pack next. Our Koraidon pack here, and we'll save our starter pack for last. What's interesting is these packs actually feel pretty heavy duty, which is cool. They're definitely not the flimsy, super lightweight packs of the past. They're a little bit heavier. Makes it a little bit harder to open, but definitely, I think, feels better. Flittle, Shroomish, Flaffy, Blissey, Tatsugiri, Tandemaus. I've heard that he's really good in ranked play. Smoliv, and back-to-back, we have the Miraidon card here in the holo for this particular pack. I also find it interesting that every pack of Scarlet and Violet era is going to have a guaranteed holo in it. Definitely kind of brings back some memories from being a child and collecting. Where some of the original sets, base set, fossil, etc., the rares, they weren't necessarily holo guaranteed, but they were definitely, it felt like that they were pretty well weighted in favor of holos. So, Houndour, Drifloon, Citadel, Varoom, Judge, Floatzel, Miriam, Dodonzo, Drifloon. Ooh, this is a card. So it's not an illustration rare, but it's definitely a very cool art card. I actually really like that. So very excited for that. Okay, so that was the first box. That was the first ETB, and let's do a quick recap of what we got here. So we have our Arcanine EX, we have our Toxicroak EX that we got. Gonna move those up there. We have our Gyarados EX and our Iron Shreds EX. Of course, we have our Miraidon promo cards as well. So we'll just kind of put those up top, and then we get a number of different really cool holo cards. Okay, so let's set these all off to the side for right this moment. And now let's open up one of our Scarlet boxes. So I already had this guy ready to go. So again, ordered these from Pokemon Center. My plan, I think, moving forward in terms of card ordering, there are obviously going to be a few sets that I want to order. Like I said, there's a couple of really exciting videos that I'm going to be recording here following this video that are focused on some collector sets. Specifically, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the conversation today. But I think that my plan is that moving forward, I'm going to do a bunch of ordering from Pokemon Center and use that as like my major openings. Certainly if there's a booster box of something that's really of interest that you want, let me know, and I will certainly try to get those. But I think for now, my primary focus is going through Pokemon Center. I think that gives me the best deal. It gives me a good number of cards to open as well for the channel. And I don't think in the short term that I have plans to do like full completion, set completion videos. Or planning on completing full sets regardless of if it's a video or not. So. But we will see. That can obviously all change at any point. So again, we're just going to go quickly through here. So we have our tokens. This should be the same as the other one, only with the red dye instead of the purple, which is actually really cool again. Let's see here. Then we have, our energies. We have our promo cards, which we'll put right there for now. We have our sleeves. Let me grab these out. And let me know if the camera angle, by the way, is working for you or not. I know that it's a little I'm trying to play with it and see. Okay, so Koraidon here, continuing the Scarlet and Gold theme. Very cool. Let me see. We have our little dividers over here. Here is our code card. Then we have our dividers, which again, gold and red, and then red and gold on the back. Very, very nice. Just toss those in there for now. And then let me just grab out my 11 packs. Okay. So, let me just get reorganized here, everybody, really quick. So we have 5 packs there, and we should have 6 packs here. Yep, we do. Okay. So, really quick, here's our promo. This is the Pokemon Center version. Koraidon lasing on a rock. Very, very neat. So again, this guy is going to go into one of my perfect fit sleeves. And here is the non-Pokemon Center version of that card. And again, in our next box, we're going to keep these cards sealed. Our next 2 boxes, we're going to keep these cards sealed. So for those, we're primarily just going to be looking for the packs. And we'll go from there. So there we go. Okay. So let's jump right into it. So some different artworks here. We have our Terra Gyarados. We have the starters. We have Koraidon. We have Miraidon. And I think that's it. Yeah, that seems to be it. Okay. So let's start with Miraidon. Again, these packs feel like very thick, heavy-duty, like feels good in the hands quality, which is really awesome. Okay, once again, black code cards. So we only saw black code cards in the last box. We'll likely see that trend continue. Energy Switch, Varoom, Clauncher, Youngster, Flaffy, Blissey, Capsakid. Very cool concept, fire and grass Pokemon. I love that they brought that out. Starly. And look at that. First hit is our Miraidon EX. Love that for us. Again, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the EX patterns. Like I said earlier, though, definitely, I think, an improvement on readability. I think some of the V-Star, V-Max, and Vs at times were hard to read with all the black on them. And with some of the hollow patterns on the full arts, it kind of could get lost at times. So, positives and negatives, of course. So there's our code card. Flip us around. We have Flittle, Houndour, Citadel, Magikarp, Cetitan, Teamstar Grunt, Zangoose, Charcadet, Primeape, and Skeledirge. He was my favorite starter in the game. Leave a comment with your favorite starter from Scarlet and Violet. I know for me, I am a big Fire-type fan. I'll have to do, there's the new rank your favorite Pokemon from each generation theme or trend going on. I might have to do that as well. But what I'll say is, you know, Fire Pokemon have always been my favorite. I remember playing the original Red and Blue, and both times I started with Charizard the first time, Charmander, I should say, because I liked it. You know, I liked the Fire style. In most cases, you know, being a kid, I didn't understand type matchups. Flabébé, Varoom, and Annihilate. Cool Pokemon. So, you know, I did at some point end up switching and playing with both Blastoise and Venusaur. I remember power leveling my Bulbasaur up one time to see if I could get an Ivysaur before we got to Brock. And that obviously helped for both Brock and Misty. And then, of course, I didn't realize that, you know, Grass and Electric, there was some, you know, benefit to having a Grass type in an Electric gym. And so I thought, oh, I need to change him out. So anyways, but Fire has always been my favorite in terms of starters. So, of course, when Scarlet and Violet came out, the first thing I did was started with Fuecoco. Okay, Nimona, I think we have something special. Ah, the illustration rare Pachirisu. And what is our holo? A Pawmot. Okay. So let's sleeve these guys up. This is cool. Oh, Pachirisu. I don't think he gets enough attention in the games. It's a cute little Pokemon, though. So, of course, I started with Fuecoco, the fire Pokemon, and completely dominated. I haven't played through the games a second time with either of the others. I was always really excited for the Fuecoco line and just the fire Pokemon. Ironically, now, now that I know more and have grown up with Pokemon, come to find out that fire is one of the rarest typings in most mainstream games, so it's actually beneficial to start with that. Mousehold, Florges, and our little Tarantula, our Fuecoco reverse, and again, Cloth, another one of the cards that we had an abundance of when we opened our Japanese Scarlet packs. I think I had 6 of these that came out of that, so good to see it in English, but I don't know that I need any more of them. Hopefully we continue to get some better luck. So far, this particular box has not been as good to us in terms of like Secret, Ultra, or illustration rares. Obviously, we did get the 1 illustration rare already, but so far the first 2 boxes here have been a little bit of a bust, if I have to be honest, in my opinion anyways. Fortress, Vivillon, Dakshpun, we have Alola, we have, Ralts, one of my favorite psychic types, and Cyclizar as our holo. Okay, getting down, we have 5 packs left, including the one in my hand for this particular box. And again, nothing super crazy here yet. It's been a pretty light day in terms of the hits that we've been getting. So here's our code card. Okay, Powpad, Flababy, Toxel, Ralts, Crocodile, Flamigo, Defiance Band, okay, Squawkabilly, Electric Generator, and Professor's Research, Professor Seda. So for me, I got the Scarlet game. I don't actually remember why. I think it might have had something to do with the color red. I'm just a big fan of the color red, but I don't really know why. Anyways, so I have Scarlet. I've not played Violet. I do not have Violet, and I also have not been very good about doing the raids that are out. So there's our code card. We have Fido. Let me collect this. We have Scatterbug, Drifloon, Sprigatito, Miriam, Lucario, Rock Chestplate, Kilowattrel, Defiance Band, and Klefki, a pair of keys. You know, Klefki, I think, is probably one of the least utilized Pokemon, at least as far as I'm aware. I've never personally used it for anything. I've used Kling Kling, which I think is very similar to Klefki, but I have not used Klefki itself. Though I could be wrong. So, be interesting to hear what the thoughts are in the comments. There's our code card. Okay, I'm going to be moving through these pretty quick because we get a lot of packs to go through. Squovet, Charcadet, Suguri, Jacques, Florgato. We have our Rotom, our Toadstool, cool Pokemon, and our Boliva as our holo rare. I'm just going to toss that back there. Okay, last 2 packs. Hopefully one of these packs contains a really good hit. Ideally, both of them do. Again, a little bit disappointed, honestly, with some of these hits so far. Haven't really gotten any of my major chase cards. Obviously, we did get the nice Arcanine EX, and we did get the Pachirisu, but definitely neither of those are my chase cards here. Shuppet, Tandemaus, Smoliv, Rocky Helmet, Mabostiff, Winkaloni, Kirlia, again, one of my favorite psychic types, Marie, and Iron Treads EX. Okay. Well, as soon as I say, haven't really gotten many chase cards. This obviously is not one of my chase cards, but again, pretty cool card. So this one seems a little bit toned down in terms of the, the holo pattern. I think this is very tastefully done, though. I actually really like that. Okay, and last pack from our first Scarlet box, ETB. Okay, there's my code card. Okay, Crowgunk, Dedenne, Kirlia, Switch, Tatsuguri, Scovillain, Torkoal. We have a Toxel, Pawniard, and another Hawlucha again. Okay. So, again, no major hits this box either, so let's quickly recap here. So far, and I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way just so that we have a clear space to go through some of these hits that we have gotten. So let's lay out all of our what I'll call our good cards here. So this guy, a lot more hollows, not the chase card style hollows either, the regular hollows. So we have our Chiridons, Miraidons, we have Iron Treads EX there, we have Gyarados EX, we have Toxicroak EX, Arcanine, of course I know. Okay, so again, nothing too major so far. Let's move into our third box, and I'm just gonna bring all of these guys together. Okay, let's see here. What did I do with my opening tool? There it is. Give me just a second here, and I'll crack this guy open. We're going back to Scarlet for the second half of our openings here. Again with our little booklet. Oops, I just dropped a bunch of stuff. Give me a second to pick all that up. And apologies for moving the camera here, guys. Ladies and gents, I should say. Okay, so I'm gonna just get this stuff out of the way since we already have gone through one of these. Again, we're just going to go straight for, well, I'm going to grab my promo cards out. Like I said, we're going to keep those Bad Larrys sealed just because. And then we're just going to grab our packs out here. Okay. There we go. So for sealed ones here, let me just really quick take care of these. Apologies for moving the camera. I really do need to improve my setup. Let me just toss these guys into... actually... Yes. Okay, anyways, I'll sleeve these later. That's fine. I don't need to do that now. Waste time while we're here. Okay. So, let's start again. We have our 11 packs here. We'll start with a starters pack. So start from the beginning, as they say. This is box number 3. So again, I think what we're going to do at this point, I'm just going to jump right to the back of the packs just to see what we get. Okay. Okay, so first up, whoop, that's the wrong pile. We have a Blissey. Ah, Kirlia, finally a nice illustration rare and another Chiridon. Okay, so I actually am a big fan. I'm hoping, I really kind of want that Gardevoir card. That's another illustration rare. I think that is so cool. The full art in you know, the replacement basically for like the Galarian Gallery and the Trainer Galleries, I think are really, really cool. So I'm actually really excited about that. So let's keep going here. Okay, so we have our Grammar, we have Crocodile, and another Palmont. So, question for the audience, what is your favorite type of card to collect? Are you a full art, a V? Are you a gallery card? Are you, you know, a promo card collector? What is your favorite type of card to collect? Throw a comment down below, and of course, hit that like button if you've enjoyed the content so far. We're going to continue doing content just like this with some additional, I'll call it sprawl here coming up in the very near future. My plan is to actually stream later this week, and we'll do another really cool content. So Sprigatito and another Skeledirge. One of my favorite things to collect is some of the unique energies, especially from some of the older generations of cards. For example, for those of you that haven't, I do highly recommend check out, I think it's both Call of Legends and Heart Gold Soul Silver. There were special energies in those sets that were really cool. So let's just see what we have here. So we have a Riolu. Hey, full art Miraidon EX. Whoops, I must have forgotten a card. There we go. There's my Slowbro. And there's my Miraidon and the rest of these. stuff with later. Okay, so that's 2 hits out of this box so far, and we're a little less than halfway through. So back to what I was saying, yeah, I'm actually a unique energy card collector. I think some of the older sets had some really cool energy cards and styles here on them. So right now, the crowning jewel of my collection is I have, I think, 8 out of 10 of the Heart Gold, Soul Silver energies with the Pokemon in the background. I think I'm just missing the water and the lightning at this point. We're going to just dump our energy, which is a water. And now I'm going to do my card trick of 3. And there we go. Okay, so we have a Cyclizar, we have Drifloon, and another Annihilate. Okay. I also really like the Prism cards. I think those are pretty cool as well. And of course, I think like everybody else in the world, collecting the original 151 starters, Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise. I have a number of them already in my collection, including some that I actually had from when I was a kid, which I got graded recently, which I thought was really cool. But throw a note down in the comments as to your favorites: Annihilate, Lechonk, and Magnezone EX. Okay. Well, this box seems to be giving us some better hits here, which is awesome. We'll have to see our last Scarlet box. We'll have to see what that has in store for us. But we also still have another 5 packs to go from this box, so don't count us out just quite yet. I think this will be the biggest opening that I've done to date on the channel. 1, 2, 3. I keep forgetting I want to do my card trick. It is nice that they removed the other card trick idea out of these sets as well. It just makes it easier. You know, you don't have to remember which, you know, depending on which series you're in, or which set you're in rather. What's the card trick? Is it going to be different for this one than the others? This one's actually kind of nice. I will be interested though once we get into full swing. I've already pre-ordered the Starters Evolved, the next set of the Scarlet and Violet series in English from Pokemon Center. It'll be interesting to see if the code cards change at all. We have a Flaffy, a Pachirisu, and another Cyclizar as our holo. Okay, so far hit rates have not been super great in Scarlet and Violet, but that's okay. I feel like, you know, there's something to be said for keeping hit rates, I don't want to say reasonable. Obviously, I think we're coming off Crown Zenith, which had an incredible hit rate on it. It was pretty insane, actually. So I certainly understand moving back from that, and the new move to the 2 reverses and then the full holo every time has changed things. Gardevoir EX, very cool. Okay, again, not my favorite style of card. I think that the pattern is a little bit obnoxious, and I really do miss the texture on that, but I think overall a really cool card. And again, that's one of my favorite psychic types. I remember when Gen 3 was released, and you know, Gardevoir and Ralts were kind of main components of the storyline with Wally. It very quickly became one of my favorites because unlike many of the psychic types of the past, it was not necessarily as much of a glass cannon like Alakazam was. Okay, so Miriam, a Wugtrio again, and another Professor Sada's Professor's Research. Okay, so last pack. Hopefully we can get some magic again. You know, not super great hit rates, honestly, from these ETBs, which is very surprising. I might have to go and pick up some regular ETBs and just see non-Pokemon Center ones and see if the hits in those are any better, but TBD. Like I said, I did order 4 more ETBs from the next set that's coming out, the Paldea Evolved set with the starters. So we'll have to see and compare hit rates there as well. So call Litzer. Okay, very cool. So I was just talking about how I'm an energy collector, and here we go. We have an energy secret rare, which is really awesome. So we can add that to my collection for sure. I was trying to collect the full set of the secret rare energies from Crown Zenith and Beastar Universe as well, but did not get anywhere near as far there as I have with some of the other sets. Okay, so let me see. Where did I put... Right. Okay, so we'll put these just back here. Okay, so again, nothing too crazy. We have our basic energy. We have Gardevoir EX, Magnezone EX, Miraidon EX, Kirlia, and then the rest are all hollows. So again, not too crazy on the hits. Now it's time for our final box. Let's see if this guy does any better for us than these other ones have. I'm hoping that it does, but we shall see, won't we? I guess we will. Okay. So let me see here. I'm gonna get this guy off. This can get tossed over here. This can go over here. And we're just going to go again. We're just going to go for our packs. And of course, we'll grab our 2 holo cards out as well, which we will, again, save for later. Okay. Let's split these evenly, and we're going to do the same exact thing here, where we're just going to go kind of quickly through. We're going to jump right to the hit cards, since we've seen a lot of the common and uncommon cards. I'm going to see if I have enough to complete, or, come close to completing the set, but I'm not going to hold my breath that I do. So we'll see. Okay, so we have a Rocky Helmet, a Pineco, and our first Professor Turo Professor's Research. That's okay. Again, not great, but it's a good way to start off, and hopefully the hits just get better from here. Okay, second pack. It's always fun cleaning up after these openings. I have a ton of stuff to pick up, of course, afterwards to make sure. I think I just messed something up here. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's better. Did I already do that? Yes, I did. Okay. Move those to the front. Okay, we have another Flaffy, another Jacques. Ooh, Great Tusk EX. Okay, we will take those. Okay, so this is our first hit again, nice and texturized on this guy as well. Very nice and texturized, so we'll take that hit there. So now I think I have 3/4 of the Donphan pre and future versions. I have yet to use Great Tusk in my game. Okay, Quaxley and Houndstone. Okay, are rare. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the guaranteed holos? What do you think of the 2 reverses? And overall, the hit rates on the set. I'll have to compare what I got today to some of the posts that I've seen on Facebook and what they're getting for hits, and see, did I hit better or worse? I think it feels like I hit slightly worse. Florges, Cacnea, and another Reveroom. It definitely feels like I've hit worse, because I've barely gotten any of the illustration rares. Definitely collected a few of the EX cards though. But again, maybe we're spoiled because we had we just came off of Crown Zenith and V-Star Universe, which were both banger sets in terms of hitting multiple cards. Oh, that's a drag. That card's a little bit damaged. Okay, we have Miriam, Clauncher, and another Holo Rare Palmot. It is nice to get the additional holos for sure. And I am also, surprisingly, I'm actually, like I said earlier, a big fan of the reverse holos in this set. So I'm excited to collect all of those as well. It would almost be cool to have like a second, collect the whole set in reverse holo. Okay, we have a Flittle, a Magnemite, and a Quaquaval. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I have not played with any of the other starters other than Skeledirge and Fuecoco. And I've heard really good things and competitive about Scarrata, but I have not experienced it myself. The only one that I cared about was the Fuecoco evolution line, so funny. Okay, another Blissey, a Dachshpun, and another Holo Cyclizar. Okay, so this box is definitely the most disappointing so far, having only had a few hits here. Well, actually, only having 1 hit so far. Hopefully these last 4 packs really step up for us, and we're able to see some good hits come out of it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we have a Grimer, Arboliva, and another Toxicroak EX. Okay, so far, no. We did get another EX card, but none of the illustration rares. So far, actually, out of this whole set, we've only had the one illustration rare, which is kind of a drag, because I was really looking forward to collecting some of those. They seem pretty cool. So, we shall see how that goes, though. If it changes, if it gets better, what have you. 3. Okay, Wattrel. Hey, there we go. Speak it, and it shall happen. Fido. Very, very cute. I love the kind of Pokemon in the overworld idea. I think it's really cute. And another Klefki as our holo. I especially like the starters going through the grocery store. I think it's like the cutest thing ever. Honestly, it's really, really cool that they're doing that. Okay, last 2 packs. Hopefully there's some magic in these last 2 packs. I'd love to kind of make up some ground here on the EX cards, the illustration rares, or ultra rares that we haven't yet received, since we've done so many repeats on the holos. 3. Okay, here we go. So we have our Slowbro, Nimona, no illustration rare in this one, and another Hawlucha. Okay, so let's get those likes in down below. And hopefully we have some last pack magic here. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. We shall see, though. Let's open this guy up. I have to open it a little bit more. Let me know if you'd like to see me open more of the base set Scarlet and Violet packs. I can certainly do that as well. See if we have a better hit rate. So here we go. Last pack. Annihilate, Energy Search, and Cloth. Well, that was a little bit of a bust there at the end. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more of this content. There's a bunch of comments requests that I made. You know, throw your ideas down in the comment section there. Your favorite type of card to collect, your favorite Pokemon, whether it's an energy card like me, or if it's a specific Pokemon or Pokemon family. Let me know in the comments. And again, thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Peace.